In today's reading, Job just wants to talk to God about everything that's been happening. He's tired of getting advice and rebukes, blaming him for his suffering, and people telling him that if you were just right with God, everything would be okay. This wouldn't be happening to you. He's tired of hearing answers from people who really don't know anything. He just wants to hear from God himself. He begins chapter 13 by telling his friends, "I'm tired of hearing from you. You think you speak for God, but you're just accusing me with lies. You think you're so wise, but the wisest thing you could do would be to just shut up and not say anything at all. So please just be silent and let me speak. Not to you, but to God. I want to argue my case before him." Job's looking for justice. He knows that he's lived a godly life, and God agrees with him. Chapter 1 and 2, God says twice that there's no one on earth who's more righteous than Job. And Job had this wrong theology, though, that says that God always rewards the righteous and punishes the wicked in this life. And so he wanted to know, since he's lived a godly life, why is he being treated as if he's among the wicked? And he wants to plead his case before the Lord. In verse 15, he makes a powerful statement. He says, "Though he slay me, yet I will hope in him." Now, this is not a matter of Job just sitting calmly with a big smile of praise on his face and saying, no matter how much it hurts, I'm just going to keep praising the Lord because he's so good. That's actually true that he's good even in the midst of our suffering, but that's not what's happening here. Job is struggling, and he's saying that God might kill me for daring to come into his presence and questioning him, but I'm willing to take that risk. I mean, where else would I go? My life is in God's hands. Job is saying that in the end, the opinions and the speculations of men come to nothing. It's only God's opinion that really matters. And so Job wants to hear from him. And he says, even if he kills me for it, I'm putting my hope in him. He's putting his hope in two things. First, he's putting his hope in the justice of God. In verse 16, he says, I know if I could talk to him directly, he would be fair and just, and he would declare me innocent. And then in verse 23, since he's not getting to talk to him, he says, God, if I've sinned, show me. Why do you hide from me, though? If I've done something wrong and you're going to punish me for it, please show me what it is. He doesn't understand God's ways, but ultimately, he puts his hope and his trust in God's justice. And second, Job ultimately puts his trust in God's heart. In chapter 14, he just pleads for God's mercy. He said, Lord, even trees, at least, if they get cut down, they'll sprout and grow new again. But man, if he dies, he's just done, so have mercy on me. But I do know this, when I die, you'll call for me. I know that you will long to be with me. So please don't forget me today. Have mercy on me, Lord, and let me live out my days on earth before you. This is not some warm, sentimental feeling that Job was having. It was a very deep reality in his heart that ultimately put his hope in the Lord. Even if he kills me, I will still put my hope in him.